Look, I'm only in this for the pizza. The publisher was like, "Oh, you did such a great job writing about the Greek gods last year. We want you to write another book about the ancient Greek heroes. It'll be so cool." And I was like, "Guys, I'm dyslexic. It's hard enough for me to read books." Then they promised me a year's supply of free pepperoni pizza, plus all the blue jelly beans I could eat. I sold out. I guess it's cool. If you're looking to fight monsters yourself, these stories might help you avoid some common mistakes, like staring Medusa in the face, or buying a used mattress from any dude named Krusty. But the best reason to read about the old Greek heroes is to make yourself feel better. No matter how much you think your life sucks, these guys and gals had it worse. They totally got the short end of the celestial stick. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Percy Jackson. I'm a modern-day demigod, the son of Poseidon. I've had some bad experiences in my time, but the heroes I'm going to tell you about were the original old-school hard-luck cases. They boldly screwed up where no one had screwed up before. Let's pick 12 of them. That should be plenty. By the time you finish reading about how miserable their lives were, what with the poisonings, the betrayals, the mutilations, the murders, the psychopathic family members, and the flesh-eating barnyard animals, if that doesn't make you feel better about your own existence, then I don't know what will. So get your flaming spear, put on your lion skin cape, polish your shield, and make sure you've got arrows in your quiver. We're going back about 4,000 years to decapitate monsters, save some kingdoms, shoot a few gods in the butt, raid the underworld, and steal loot from evil people. Then for dessert, we'll die painful, tragic deaths. Ready? Sweet. Let's do this. Perseus wants a hug. I had to start with this guy. After all, he's my namesake. We've got different godly fathers, but my mom liked Perseus's story for one simple reason. He lives. Perseus doesn't get hacked to pieces. He doesn't get damned to eternal punishment. As far as heroes go, this dude gets a happy ending. Which is not to say that his life didn't suck. And he did murder a lot of people, but what are you going to do? Perseus's bad luck started before he was even born. First, you gotta understand that back in the day, Greece wasn't one country. It was divided into a gazillion different little kingdoms. Nobody went around saying, "Hi, I'm Greek." People would ask you which city-state you were from. Athens, Thebes, Sparta, Zeusville, or whatever. The Greek mainland was a huge piece of real estate. Every city had its own king. Sprinkled around the Mediterranean Sea were hundreds of islands, and each one of them was a separate kingdom too. Imagine if life were like that today. Maybe you live in Manhattan. Your local king would have his own army, his own taxes, his own rules. If you broke the law in Manhattan, you could run away to Hackensack, New Jersey. The king of Hackensack could grant you asylum, and Manhattan couldn't do anything about it. Unless, of course, the two kings became allies, in which case you were toast. Cities would be attacking each other all the time. The king of Brooklyn might decide to go to war with Staten Island. Or the Bronx and Greenwich, Connecticut might form a military alliance and invade Harlem. You can see how that would make life interesting. Anyway, one city on the Greek mainland was called Argos. It wasn't the biggest or most powerful city, but it was a respectable size. Folks who lived there called themselves the Argives, probably because Argosites would have made them sound like some kind of bacteria. The king was named Acrisius. He was a nasty piece of work. If he were your king, you would totally want to run away to Hackensack. Acrisius had a beautiful daughter named Danae, but that wasn't good enough for him. Back then, it was all about sons. You had to have a boy child to carry on the family name, inherit the kingdom when you died, blah, blah, blah. Why couldn't a girl take over the kingdom? I don't know. It's stupid, but that's how it was. Acrisius kept yelling at his wife, "Have sons! I want sons. But that didn't help. When his wife died, probably from stress, the king started getting really nervous.